center. She goes up and gets it, tips it back to Chris Nelson, and we are underway here in game 2 of the regular season for both of these schools. This is Tighter, looking for a high-low entry pass to try to get it to Naj. Gives it to the freshman, who gives up to the senior. Eshoo gives it back to Sullivan. Sullivan in the corner. Not at all intimidated, is she?
Not yet.
Yep. Nice pass inside to Naj, and she misses with the left hand. Rebound pulled down by Dashia Jackson. Jackson keeps the dribble. Gives it up here. The ball knocked away by Eshoo. Picked up, and there's a long three-pointer. No good by Dickens.
She might have rolled her ankle coming down there.
She came down, and she's in a little discomfort.
Didn't look terrible, so I think she'll be able to get back.
Here's Eshoo for 3. Oh, she's still feeling it. I think she's probably a little disappointed she didn't get asked to be the post-game interview last night. She comes out firing here tonight.
How dare they shun me.
We'll have her tonight if she continues to have another game like that. Driving to the basket, throwing it up, and off the side of the backboards and out of bounds. That was Sha'Carri Mack, the junior from Jacksonville, Florida. College of Central Florida is where she was prior to joining Claflin.
You know, body language is anything, and I know it's early in the season, but this team is just all smiles, very happy. I don't think Chris Nelson's taken a smile off her face since we've seen her.
The chemistry is really good. Yeah. Tom Jesse said, yeah, these kids like each other. It's Tighter, missing the shot, tipped up and out of bounds, and it's going to be Spartans' ball. The Claflin player had inside position, apparently tipped it out of bounds. Nelson will inbound it. Just 5'4".
Just toss it to Eshoo for the shot. No.
Well, it's to Tighter for the shot. There's the 3. She hit it. Her first three-pointer of the season. 6-0 Tampa.
You know, I mentioned this last night. The Spartans took a few threes early in the game. They weren't dropping, but they were always good looks. They just weren't falling at the time.
But Tighter had a very tough night.
Yeah.
All the way around. She was 2 of 10 from the field. Driving down, throwing it off the side of the backboard, and it's Tighter that comes away with it. She pushes ahead. Look at the hands. She got a hand on it. Malia Sullivan couldn't control it. It goes out of bounds to Claflin.
I'm sure Coach Whitley is a little concerned because they had such a slow start yesterday. They don't want to replicate that and just dig too deep a hole.
Yeah, it was 10-0 before I even blinked, and then, like I said, 28-4 with just a few seconds left, about a minute and 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Nice block shot by Tighter. Coach Tom Jesse told me he wasn't particularly wild about Tighter's body language last night. It wasn't just the 2 for 10 shooting. He just didn't think she was playing the way, well, that he wants her to play as the senior leader of this team. Tonight, it looks like she's coming out with a little more aggressiveness. Missed right at the rim. Eshoo got a hand on it, picks it up, and scores! There's 2 senior leaders right there.
You know, yesterday Eshoo got a lot of baskets because she was on the weak side, came in, or no, I shouldn't say baskets, rebounds. She came in from the weak side and got the ball caroming off. That time she got into the mix and just took the ball away and put it up and in.
Nice little spin move and a score right at the rim as Jackson, the freshman, put it up and in. So it didn't get to 10-0
deficit, but it was 8-0.
Yep. And now the Spartans will try to up that lead. Tighter turns and squares up, finds the cutter, and there's the first basket of Malia Sullivan's career at the University of Tampa. There'll be many more, folks, many more.
Well, Caitlin Mitrick, assistant coach, told me she is the next best Tampa player.
The next best.
Yes, of the many that have been here.
She'll be the best player at some point.
Yes.
Next.
Yes.
Spin move by Tighter.
I knew what she meant.
Yeah. Just had to interpret that.
Yeah.
Make sure we had that all right. Tighter looking more aggressive tonight. And that's a good sign. She hit her first 3-point shot. Eshoo is 2 for 2 from the floor already, including a 3. Those are the 2 senior leaders that, without a doubt, Tom Jesse is counting on. Free throw, good. Checking in now is Ashley Fields, number 3, leading returning scorer on the team. We talked about her a while ago. 11 points, almost 8 rebounds a game, 4 assists, 2.5 steals plus. in her junior season a year ago. And the Spartans lead by 10. 12-2. This is Jackson, defended by Nelson. She throws it up. No good, short. Rebound by Nodge. Lori Nodge out of Hungary. Pushing the tighter. And I think steps are going to be called on Eshoo, yeah.
Little hop there.
Second turnover for the Spartans. Goes out on top to Mack. Mack to the right side now. Gave to Fields. Fields gives it up. Jackson to the rack.
You know, one thing Claflin has done just about every time down the court, and it has not worked, is they've tried driving the lane, and they're just either running into Dory or someone else who's just thwarting their effort. They're not going to score against a taller Spartan team by taking it inside.
Onyeka Monye had her shot blocked inside. Spartans come away with it. Here's Tighter from 16 feet away.
All right, she's making up for last night.
She's got 7 points already. Eshoo has 5, and it's 14-2 Spartans.
Little attitude adjustment, I guess.
And knocked away briefly, but it recovered by Jackson. Shot no good. Nudge the rebound. Pushing to Eshoo. She passes ahead. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll still be Spartans basketball. 5:02 left, first quarter. 14-2 the score. Scott Lynn and Jack Ike with you here on a Saturday night. The fourth basketball game played here at the Martinez Center today.
We're going to sand the floor down, wax it tonight. Get ready for 2 games on the men's side tomorrow.
Tighter on top now to Nelson. Brings it over to Sullivan, far side. Nice lob inside. Nudge finds the cutter. Tighter. Beautiful look. Of course, Jesse told me right before the tip, he said, I really didn't like our spacing last night, but that was perfect.
Yeah.
16-2. Down the lane it goes. Look at Chris Nelson go high in the air for the rebound. Pushes ahead, ball intercepted.
Well, you know, the one thing in that first game is he had 2 players who had never played here before, and he had a couple other players in just stepping up into new roles.
Right.
And he just had to figure out how they're going to react. They have to learn what each other's going to do to get everything correct.
Look at the anticipation by Nelson. Comes through, cuts through, gets the steal, gets the layup, and it's 18-2. My goodness, what a start for the Spartans.
Did you ask me earlier if they would play to Claflin's level? I mean, we knew Claflin was not going to be a great team. I guess the answer is no.
Yeah. There's a 3-point shot. It's off the rim and into the hands of Sullivan.
But we also wondered if Claflin just had a really bad game last night.
Right. Inside it goes to Nudge. She's looking on top to Sullivan. Drives down the lane. Oh, and a move by the freshman. And the 2 Julias are ready to check in. Ingram and McClure, and they lead. She wanted to play right away.
Yep.
She had to wait a night. She didn't get in last night.
I wonder if that, it was interesting because everyone got in a 15-point win except her. And was that a message or just...
Well, Tom Jesse said he didn't like the matchups. He said he didn't want her to get off to a rough start in her college debut, and he didn't like the matchups last night. He likes the matchups much better tonight. Second basket of the game for Claflin. That was Fields, Ashley Fields. Here's Chris Nelson driving, leaving it for Nudge. Almost out under the basket. She's fouled. She had a tough angle there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure she could have even made a basket, but she'll go shoot free throws now.
She did a nice job there. That pass was behind her, and she was athletic enough to kind of contort her body, go back and get it.
6'2", redshirt sophomore. does shoot right-handed, but we've seen her left hand come into play all the time. Yeah, I think she's ambidextrous. I don't know that to be a fact, but...
Or as former Brewer Jim Gantner said, that he was amphibious.
Amphibious.
Yes, could use either hand.
I remember Jim Brewer. He played for the Trailblazers for a time. And that free throw rolls in. It's 22-4. Tighter with 9 points leading the way. Eshoo has 5. Sullivan has 4. Right now, Ingram, McClure, Nelson. Also, Tyra Cormier is on the floor, number 1. Junior out of Houston, Texas. Inside and up and in. Claflin with back-to-back buckets here.
Well, Claflin's got to take that and use it as something.
That was Jamisha Dunnigan inside. And now the turnover for the Spartans.
Nelson tried to dribble through all 5, ran into eventually she wasn't going to get through them all.
This is Dunnigan. Now out on top it goes to Ashley Fields. She's athletic. She's really good. 5'10" senior out of Charleston, South Carolina. Into the lane. They have good spacing. Here's a shot by Dickens. No. Rebound is hauled down by Monnier. Here's Fields to the basket, up and in. Don't let her get started.
They're not afraid to take it down the lane. They were thwarted first few times, ran into some tall timber there, but they're still going to keep, that's their offense.
Inside, it kicks out. 3-point shot, no good by McClure. And the Panthers have a chance to cut the deficit further. Right now it's 14. There's a long two-pointer. It was a 2. It's 22-10.
Well, it was 20-2, so it's a 8-2 run right now, and it gives Claflin that glimmer of hope.
Minute left, first quarter. The cutter Nelson puts it up. No good. She's fouled and will shoot free throws. Chris Nelson last night hit both of her free throw attempts. Was just 1 for 7 from three-point range. Some of this run has come obviously with Emily Eshoo sitting on the bench, getting a breather. Free throw good by Nelson. Nelson played 2 years, was a 2-year starter at Temple College. As a freshman, averaged just under 12 points a game, just under 5 assists a game, and then as a sophomore, averaged about 10 points, 5 assists. So she's been pretty consistent post-high school. Hit both of those free throws, and now it will still be Claflin ball. Knocked out of bounds by the Spartans. Tampa 17-11 last season, 14-3 at the Bob Martinez Athletic Center. Won the first game over Lemoyne College yesterday, 58-43. Coming from behind, they trailed much of the first half, but the second half they dominated play for the most part. And that shot wide of the mark, no good, out of bounds. 33.6 seconds left. 3.6 second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Tom Jesse calls out a play, wants his team to run it. McClure, who started last night's game, and she has her pass picked off by Ashley Fields. Fields passes near side. Dickens, now on top it goes. Fields puts it up off the rim and in. 24-12. 3 seconds left. The shot did not get it away in time. Julia McClure got it across the center court stripe, but we've reached the end of the first quarter. Obviously, Tampa got off to
Claflin with a 10-4 run over that time period to close it to respectability.
You have to like that.
Noticed something unique with the Claflin players.
I noticed the same thing.
I saw it earlier, but some of the players, and a lot of players in basketball do now, is they take their waistband and flip it under or out or something like that. But all the Claflin players, when they do that, they're showing that little tag where it tells you if you're wearing a medium or a large or whatever.
Yeah, not everybody's doing it, but right now I think 3 of the 5 players.
But everyone who's flipped it is showing their little size tag.
Yep. Well, if I was as fit as these players, I'd want to show that as well.
True. Now, as the Spartans do, some of the players do it. I know Emily Eshoo does, but never noticed a tag.
The foul was on Naj, her first. Eshoo back in the game, trying to get Ashley Fields to get her hands off of it. Gives it up to Chris Nelson. 15 on the shot clock. Tighter gives to Eshoo. Fake the 3 and now charges the defender. Fields drew the charge. Nice defensive play. Well, you had to think that Claflin would come out and want to play better than they did yesterday.
Yes.
It had to be a bit of an embarrassment. It's a long 2-pointer, and it's knocked down. Good shot by Deja Dickens. 10-point lead now, down from the 18 early on. Nelson to Tighter. They're trying to trap that ball from time to time. Look at that step through move. Whoa, didn't get the finish. Naj with just 2 points so far. That's just her second field goal attempt. Rebound by Tighter. Good defense by Naj that time. Ahead it comes to Sullivan. Driving to the hoop. Up and in! And a chance for a 3-point play.
No hesitation. Took it down the hole. Kept her balance, put it off the glass and in.
Tom Jesse wants to talk to the other 4 players while Sullivan shoots her free throw here. And it's short, no good.
That's one shot. She made the basket. Somebody get back and play.
Need to set that defense. Missed free throw. The lead is 12. Wow. Ashley Fields knocks down another one. She has 8 points already. 4 of 6 from the floor. And again, she did not start tonight. Nelson drives. It's now to Eshoo. Back to Nelson. Looks for the cutter. Gives it to Tighter. Here comes that trap. They are trying to trap. Every time the Spartans get the ball on the wing, Tighter with a rebound. Puts it up. No good. Spartans have missed a couple in close tonight. Jamisha Dunnigan gives it on time to Ashley Fields, defended by Tighter. Into the lane, kicks it out. A long 3-point shot, no good by Mack. Rebound, here comes Tighter, pushing it. Gets it into Naj. Naj was bumped from behind.
She wasn't nudged from behind.
Yeah.
She was bumped.
She was bumped. More than a nudge. And I believe, was she in the act of shooting? I thought so. And yes, she is going to get to shoot. Nope, I stand corrected. She's not going to get to shoot. They said the foul happened before she was getting the shot away. Nelson will inbounds. Gets to Tighter. Tighter thought Sullivan was still in the corner and
stays here. Stays here.
Wow, somebody tipped it, huh? It didn't look like it from our vantage point, but we didn't have the right angle.
Yep. Someone needs to inbound it, though.
Eshoo, Tighter. Tighter pushed off, got away with it. Here's Nudge, giving it back to Tighter on top to Nelson. Thought about a 3, didn't take it. A lot of time left. 12 on the shot clock. Sullivan inside the Tighter. Spin move to the basket with the left hand. No good. Rebound Claflin. And now a push by the rookie. Malia Sullivan, 5'11", guard. She has the size of a forward, but she plays guard and forward. She has skill. That is evident. Julia Ingram checks in for Sullivan. Claflin will inbound right in front of the Tampa bench. Trying to cut it to a single-digit deficit for the first time in a long time. And does.
Wow.
The basket made there by Carmen Robinson, the senior. I believe that's her first bucket. It is her first shot and her first bucket. And the lead is only 8. Claflin players playing with a little pep in their step right now.
They are.
Eshoo got it up and in. And one. The senior sensed the same thing we did. He said, we need a hoop here. Jamisha Dunnigan is back in. Rashida Jackson will sit down. Eshoo with a chance to cap the three-point play and make it an 11-point lead. And got the roll.
She's got 8.
And Tider with 9. They have 17 of the 29. 6:35 left here in the second quarter. 11 points, Spartans lead. Driving, throwing it up off the glass, no good. Midge is fouled in the backcourt. That was Carmen Robinson picking up the foul a long way away from the Tampa basket. Tider, I mentioned the 9 points, also has 5 rebounds already. Nudge has 5 rebounds as well. Tider, free throw line jumper off to the right. Rebound hauled in by Jamisha Dunnigan. The freshman pushes it ahead. We get it on the far side to Dickens. Dickens now on top it comes to Mack. Mack throws it off. No good here. Coming from nowhere, just like she did 16 times last night. And what a nice find in transition. Julia Ingram scores on the feed from Eshoo.
Lauren Cody in the lineup now for the Spartans as Nudge gets a little rest. So they go taller.
They do. 6'3" senior out of Findlay, Ohio. The shot is good. It's a three-pointer. That makes it 31-21, 5:35.
Jesse did not like that. I don't think he liked that they let her get that pretty much uncontested. Get out of the double team.
Tider dribbled out of trouble. Got it inside. Nelson. Cody out to Eshoo for 3. No good. Tider keeps it alive momentarily and fighting for the rebound there is Ingram. Good offensive board work by the Spartans there. Tider finds Nelson cutting through the lane, and it's going to be an offensive foul. Good defensive positioning that time by Dunnigan.
Tom Jesse disputing the call.
Yeah, I think he said that she was in the air, and you got to let her come down and land.
Yep.
And
it was true.
It's his, I believe, the rule.
Yes.
Coach Jesse continuing to dispute the call.
I guess it depends. If the player's already there and you jump up. But I think he was saying she was in the air when they moved into position.
Right. Nelson, ball knocked away momentarily, gets it to Eshoo. 15 seconds on the shot clock, 4:40 in the half. Nelson. Skip pass to Ingram. Shoots the 3.
Nope.
Air ball.
A little bit rushed.
She hit a couple. She hit 3 of those last night. There's a 3-point shot. No good. Tider another rebound. Her 6th. Claflin staying in the game despite some poor shooting because they only have 3 turnovers. Cody went and got the offensive rebound. Nelson launched, no good. Tider another offensive board.
Back-to-back offensive boards keep the Spartans. at their end of the court. Eshoo. Oh.
Eshoo with a miss.
And
another one. And I think they missed one of Tider's offensive rebounds a moment ago because they only have her for 7. And I think she should have 9 right now. The cutter, Eshoo. Up with the left hand, no good. Ball tipped up and around and hauled in by Claflin. Daisha Jackson. Gives it up. Cutting to the hoop. Cody comes away with it momentarily. Held ball. It'll be Tampa basketball with 3:02 left in the half. And Dory Nudge won by Tider. I think she should have 9, but that's just me.
Okay. You know what? She may end up with 9 in the not-too-distant future.
It could happen soon. Nelson to Tider. Tider into the lane. Drops it for Nudge. Pretty quick.
Oh, no foul.
Wow. From behind. Boy, that's pretty unusual. Held ball, it'll be Claflin basketball, but Daisha Jackson, the 5'6" guard, got I guess a clean block apparently. Nudge did have the ball down around her waist, which allowed that to happen, but
I don't know if it was Johnny Wooden or Al McGuire said the big people should never bring it down where the little people can get it.
Yeah. Nudge and Cody are on the court at the same time, the version of the Twin Towers. And there's Tider with a block.
They tried this for, a minute yesterday? With the Twin Towers?
I think so.
Not much longer than that.
Nelson with the steal, momentarily knocked away, and it goes out of bounds. It'll still be Claflin ball. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Ten-point lead for the Spartans with 2:16 left in the half. They want to get some perspiration wiped up here. Right now, Tider with 9 points and 7 rebounds on the, I believe, official stats monitor. 8 points for Eshoo, 6 for Sullivan in her first collegiate action. Inbounds pass coming here. They get it out on top to Jackson. This is Windley to the basket, no good. Cortasia Windley, a freshman, had a pretty nice move there, just didn't finish, and it goes to Nudge. She puts it up and scores! Chance for a three-point play here.
She does seem to like to get the ball on the left side.
And does have a very effective left hand.
Yeah.
The basket makes it 33-21. With a $1:57 left here in the first half. Free throw no good. Tider kept it alive for a moment. But the Panthers have it going their way now. They were 17-13 a year ago, 11-6 in the SIAC. Playing better tonight than they did in their opener last night. To the basket, no good. Cody with a rebound for Tampa. Tider goes right into Cody. She puts it up off the glass and down. First points of the year for Lauren Cody, the senior, out of Liberty Benton High School, out of St. Joseph's College. Went there a couple of years. Last year, played at UT, averaged almost 3 points and 2.5 rebounds. Driving down, good defense by Tampa. Good help D. Nelson pushes, Tider, fast break. One hand on it.
She's probably lucky that went in, or she should be glad it went in because Tom Jesse might not have liked that. If it gets blocked.
Good ball handling.
Or you miss it.
Tider now with 11 points. That shot goes high off the glass and down by Daisha Jackson. And Tom Jesse wants a timeout. Nope, I guess not. I stand corrected. I thought he was calling a timeout. Did we have a delay of game?
No,
maybe?
he's bringing in Sullivan.
Oh, okay.
Someone else. 2 went out.
Najee Tider went out.
I guess it must be Eshoo back in.
Eshoo is back in.
Sullivan.
Ingram's in as well. Nelson, double high set. Ingram comes and gets it. They double her. She finds Sullivan inside, puts it up. Oh, too hard. Got her own rebound, puts it up again and in.
That's athletic.
8 points for the freshman out of Bartow, Florida, and Winter Haven High School. A nice move to the basket. Rebound by Cody, pushing to Eshoo. 2-on-1 break. Eshoo keeps it to the hoop, puts it up and in.
Yeah.
Emily Eshoo. She's got 10 points now. Second straight game in which she has scored in double figures, and it's not even halftime yet.
You know, that was a really smart play there because she had Sullivan on the left side, and she could have passed to her, but she noticed that Sullivan had kind of pivoted and was in an awkward position to get a pass. Would have taken her away from the basket, so she took it down the hole.
Good decision by the senior from Naperville, Illinois. If the Eshoo family is watching tonight, we want to say hello. Both Jack and I are
Illinoisians.
Yes, we're former Illinois residents, natives. That's a nice shot that beats the buzzer, and we have come to the end of the first half. Tampa 42, Claflin